guys, my name is Mabel and welcome to my channel. As the saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. So I have a new channel. I post content. I'm a content creator. I post things I'm doing. I post events. I post my day-to-day life. Also post things that I find relevant and creative things. I'm new here. It's just for fun. I'm just making videos to entertain myself and hopefully to entertain other people. I started this channel not too long ago. I'm really enjoying YouTube, so stay tuned for more interesting and useful content that I find relatable and you can find relatable also. If you do like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more things you would find really funny or interesting from me. So far I've been making my time going about, looking at things, renewing my passions, renewing interests that maybe things that I usually watch, watching more things, renewing like old-time favorite shows, old-time favorite things. And one of the things that I really enjoy watching is Yoruba movies, because I feel like right now that's very relevant. A lot of new relevant movies have been coming up and they're really, really popular. They're really, really viral. I think Yoruba movies are very, very dedicated. They're very, very genuine. They're very authentic. They're easy to follow. They have good, short, simple storyline, effective message, and the actors are very, very good. They're very professional. So I do enjoy. I'm Yoruba, so obviously I have a tendency to like something like that, but anybody can relate to, anybody can watch it, anybody can actually find it interesting and be interested in it and be moved by it. So I'm watching some Yoruba movies lately. These are some Yoruba movies that I've been watching all my life, and they're now available because there were a lot of restrictions and some copyright. They didn't allow a lot of Yoruba movies and Nigerian indigenous movies to be on the internet and viral and available everywhere on all platforms. So now a lot of the movies are available, like Yoruba movies are available all over the internet, and a lot of movies I grew up watching and are available on YouTube. They're available on different websites, available to watch and for screening and everywhere. So I'm catching up a lot of things that I used to watch as a child, like a lot of my old Yoruba movies I was watching as a young child, and some new movies that have come out, given that a lot of new actors and creatives have come into the industry. It's nice for like Yoruba and like ethnic and indigenous languages to be in creativity, because a lot of people from Nigeria and Africa speak indigenous languages, so it's good for us to relate to our culture and hear that and have a laugh from something that we can visualize coming from our upbringing and our background. So I'm just going to give a list of different Yoruba movies I've been watching over the time period. I've been watching a lot of movies on YouTube. They're available on different channels. A lot of the directors are making more movies from like, a lot of classic directors like Wemimo and other classic directors are now making new movies today that are current. So a lot of the actors that are current are now making connections. They're now making they're now entering, being casted for movies by these seasoned directors. So it's really interesting to watch. I like watching them. Obviously I like chaos, I like crazy, I like bass, so I like the drama in Yoruba movies. I like the laughter, I like the silliness, I like the natural just jargon, the natural just laid back, the natural just characterization and the caricature of the characters. So it's really fun. I like watching it. I find myself in a lot of actresses, Mercy, Omotola, everybody, if you know my life, you follow me, you know that I'm all about them. All the actresses, I just find myself engaging them. I like all of them. So I find myself in seeing myself characterized by them. I like looking at them. They remind me of me. We're the same. We're all the same in the same personalities. So we're sharing personalities. I'm watching my personality on TV. So anyway, these are some movies that I've been watching that you can watch, that are available, that you can find yourself watching if you want to get into Yoruba movies, you want to find, just tread your feet into Yoruba movies and watch something like that it's actually very, very it's very, very different. It's actually cool. It's actually chilled, you can chill, you don't have to stress your brain to be giving storyline and everything. You can just watch and enjoy. Then you can just watch some of these. So one of the biggest directors that were very good and very seasoned back in the day that I really enjoyed is Wemimo Films, who made a lot of movies. I'm talking about those DVD, grab your copy now, back in the day movies that were before even Jennifer, before any of that. Like, I'm talking about back in the day, OG, Shan George, those type of funny movies, Shola Shobwale, those people. So he's a very good director. He makes the best Yoruba movies as far as I'm concerned. He has the best content, Yoruba movie content. He has a lot of movies I've watched all my life, then available unpirated on YouTube. So some of the movies that he's making, he makes movies with his wife, with his own daughter. His production is superb. His storyline, his technique is the best. It's excellent, creative storytelling. The plot is always twisting, the actors are always giving. I love him. His movies are so good, and the language is just, it's emotion in the characters, funny, everything, just a chaos. You think of Lagos, think of West Yoruba, the Southwest. You want to think about what a person in Ijesha, in those lands are doing, what a Yoruba, a typical current Yoruba person, not a fictional, but current contemporary Yoruba person is about, the culture, everything. You watch his movies. In Lagos, think of life in Lagos. He gives you a really good picture of characters, storylines, lives, things that can happen. So I really enjoy him. He's really good. So a lot of his movies have been very, very popular. They're very traditional. They're classic movies, characterized as like a classic genre for him. Is the best. I really miss watching him. I've grown up watching him all my life. So some of the movies, one of my favorite, the first one I'll mention is Jobele, which is a very funny movie starring Said Balogun, Tony Mez, okay, so one of the first movies that I really enjoy, the first on the list that I really good, that's really classic, that's really entertaining, is Jobele, which is an old movie. I think it came out in 2003 or 4, starring Toyin Adegbola, Karima Adekpoju, Bayo Adedeji, Deji Adenuga, a lot of seasoned actors, also starring Tony Mez, starring a bunch of actors, a lot of old seasoned Yoruba actors. It's very good. It's a suspense movie. It's funny, about a plot to jeopardize a politician's career. It's funny. If you live in Lagos, if you watch Yoruba movies, you just find it funny as hell. The acting is always like, it's always like cynical, like to what maybe somebody would have related to, like as a person of like Yoruba identity, knowing, growing up with Yoruba people, you can relate to the acting, to the personalities and everything. So it's very funny. It's really good. It's actually, I think that's one of his first biggest movies. It's available now on like various platforms. It's really interesting. It has a good storyline, good ending. It's long, but it's just carries you. It's cinematic, very interesting, like good screening, good storyline, good setting, everything. Like it's fine. Like it shows you, like it's really good. It's funny. I was introduced to this by my parents, watching them all my life, growing up as a Yoruba child in a household with Yoruba parents. So you can watch that, as in it's really interesting. Another one that is really good is Ariwo, which is this is my favorite Yoruba movie ever. It's about a couple starring Lola Ajawo, Funsho Adeolu, Muyiwa Adegoke, Buki Wright, Adebayo Solami, Adewale Alesho, Yomi Fashlanso is a legend. Starring a lot of Jide Kosoko, Funke Daramola. It is too funny. If you watch this, you think about the names Funke Daramola, Yomi Fashla, you will literally laugh. Like it is so good. It's about a married couple who are trying to get married, and then also some infidelity happened. They have a rocky relationship in the beginning. Their road to recovery, conflict, reconciliation, a lot of plot twists, a lot of things. Like, it's so interesting, intriguing. Like, the language and everything is just so in tune with like modern day Lagos at that time, especially back in the day. I love it. It's really good. Yeah, it's a very interesting movie. He has a string of movies. That one is probably the best. Ariwo. He has songs, and all the Yoruba movies, you know, they always have a theme song, and so the songs are very catchy. You can be watching them. They're actually interesting. Some of the other ones, I think Tope Alabi has taken the reign as the Yoruba songstress. Theme music, score, singer. But for now, those days, they had some people that were professionally singing, and it's really interesting. It has a good plot, has a good ending, has a good message. It's very interesting, not played out, not, you know, it's very funny, it's classic. It's a very good movie. It's on YouTube also, you can watch it, all 3 parts. Interesting. Doesn't show a lot of the stereotypes that are being brought up, maybe like all these things like cults, all this, you know, negative, you know, these ones are classic. They just show entertainment, enjoyment. If you take yourself back to your childhood, you relate to what they're showing, so it's really good. Another one that's really interesting is Kosorogun, which stars Omotola Jalade, Tony Umez, Shola Shobowale, and others. Too good. Omotola is the king of everything. Don't argue with me. Argue with your moderator. I don't care. She's the best. She has a really good acting. It's about, you know, a couple. The woman is very Shola Shobowale is the wife of Tony Umez. A couple. The woman is very possessive. There's infidelity. You know, Omotola is a single woman surviving in Lagos in Ibadan, where they live, and it's just interesting. It shows a lot of, you know, it's funny. That was actually more comical. You know, the couple is going through marital issues. You have, you know, a single woman and all sorts of chaos, miscommunication. Very funny. All of them are funny. It's not even deep. You watch it, it's interesting. It's not like, it's very light and just, you know, so that one is really good. And that was like one of my oldest movies I watched of Omotola before, of the Yoruba genre, because people know her from English genre, but to see her in a Yoruba movie, you would know that she's the GOAT. That's why she's the GOAT. I see her as a Yoruba actress, and she is the GOAT in that area. So that's a very interesting movie, Kosorogun. Really funny, really interesting, one of the best. It's very, very light-hearted, chaos, everything. Okay, yeah, I'm back, guys. The next movie that's really interesting, another one, is Oyato, also starring Omotola, starring Said Balogun, who is a character on his own. That one is another case of something, case of powers, I mean, of personality. That's totally another person. Very funny. It's a drama. It's interesting. Obviously, Omotola is best in Yoruba, and her sharpness is just good. You just can't really relate if you're not wearing the gele, the Iran buba with the wig and the bra. You know that she's the best. She's a babe. So that's another good one. Oyato. It's also available. Everything is on YouTube now, so we can feel free, watch everything we like, and just you know, just feel, do you know what I mean? Enjoy, and relive your child, relive your past, you know, relive anything your interests and all that. Okay, yeah. Another movie that's really good, from Wemimo, another of his string of classics in his catalog. Another really good one is Ara Ire, which is starring Mercy Aigbe, Dele Odule, Steph Okereke, Mr. Latin, Tito Hassan, Ayo Mogaji, Salami, Debayo Salami himself, Jibola Diabo, and others, plus Mercy, obviously, Aigbe. It's very funny. Okay, so the plot of the movie is like a rich girl from overseas who comes back to Nigeria, who is stranded in Lagos, coming back from abroad, schooled in the UK, came back to Nigeria, has to enroll part-time into another school locally, and has to adjust. She came with all sorts of airs, very funny. It's Mercy acting, so you know that Mercy is obviously going to be like a child. It's going to be like, obviously like childish and everything, and cynical and everything. So it's very funny. It's Mercy. Then there's a rich suitor who is Titu Hassan, who obviously I think there's a viral clip that goes around of a young guy from America who is arguing with his father, and the guy is speaking all sorts of profanity and using all sorts of accent and all that, and him and his older father are arguing. I think it's very viral on TikTok. It actually comes from this movie. The father is Jibola Dabo. The son is Titu Hassan, who's acting as an American gangster who also just came back from abroad, has been deported, and is in Nigeria. So it's a very funny old movie that I think some of the clips are even viral today going around. So the two of them are obviously stranded in Nigeria. They end up looking, meeting. They attracted to each other. They now try to, both of them are very immature. So it's like two characters. Both of them are very they're very childish, they're very naive, but they like each other. Their parents are not serious about it. It's funny. They go through a lot of hectic things. They end up being a plot about someone infidelity, maybe one of which is obviously the husband, which is the husband played by Titu Hassan, who is the childish, arrogant deportee guy, ends up giving her disease, having infidelity. They have to question whether she has any disease, viral disease, venereal disease, or anything that she caught from the marriage. It's funny because they are both star-crossed. They like each other. It's hilarious. Like, it's a very funny movie. I enjoy watching it. It's good. It's interesting. The other characters, obviously Mr. Latin is obviously doing himself. He's in the middle of the drama. He's playing, informant, and it's very funny. Like, it's obviously, if you're, maybe the girl is new to Nigeria, and just shows how she has to adjust, being spoiled. He's also spoiled. So it's funny, like, it's an interesting movie. Also shot overseas as well. It's interesting. It's I find it enjoyable. The director obviously gets everything that is natural. That's just everything that is natural. That is normal to somebody, the Yoruba person. It's funny, and I like it's comedy. So I like it's funny. It's comical, and yeah, it's interesting. It's actually interesting. Like, it's cool. So that's another really good one. Another one that's really good is Ofin Mose, which stars Said Balogun, Mercy Aigbe again. And this one is more local. It's about a drug addict who's played by Said Balogun. Mercy Aigbe is a girl who is living nearby. She gets encountered with him. They have an engagement, sexual engagement. She gets pregnant. They have a child. They end up, being put out of the house. They now are trying to they're trying to derive sympathy. They're trying to, feed themselves, trying to provide for themselves. They actually end up having a kidnapping for the child because they're both negligent. It's funny, like, the two of them are characters. It's interesting. I like it. Also a comedic role for Mercy. One of the oldest roles before she became very, very big. And Said is obviously a veteran, so it's really interesting. It's really good. Another movie that's very good from Wemimo is okay, so those are some old movies that are very good, like classic movies, old genre of Yoruba movies, old time favorites that are very interesting from the past. So those are some old ones that are now available, which are from a very seasoned director. Some of the best actors and actresses, some of the best performers, some of the best thespians there in the movies. You can see where they got their start, how they began acting, they began playing characters, they got into Nollywood in Nigeria, and they grew from there. So it's some of my favorites that I've been watching that I'm able to rewatch online now as an adult. And there's so those are some old ones, and then I've been watching, obviously lately there have been new releases that have been coming out from Nigeria, Yoruba Nollywood, with new actors and actresses who have Those ones are viral, those ones are famous, those ones are infamous, those ones are scandalous. They do everything. So these are some new actors and actresses that are very, very good. New movies that I've been hearing about on social media, you know, the hashtags. You hear a movie comes out, we have to get 1 million views, we have to get 1 million plays, we have to get 1 million viewers, 1 million likes, you know, those things. So we're watching some new ones. Some of the new ones that are coming out from Yoruba Nollywood. Those ones they're a bit more modern, touch on new topics, you know, the characters are more young, they're more engaging in, you know, new and modern things, you know, normal things that are current today. So it's obviously, it's like reliving the same, you know, storyline and everything, but obviously you see the development of Nigeria in these movies, the development of people, you know, everyone is looking good, everything is upgraded, so it's really nice, it's funny. It's good to visualize how Nigeria is going, see how everybody's, you know, performing, everybody's, you know, pleased, so it's good. A new one that came out that's really interesting is Aditu, which came out October 2023, starring Udunlade Adekola, Oyindamola Sani, Kunle Afford, and others that are very viral, popular. I've heard these names, watching them, it's not like, okay, this is the name to the face. It's a very interesting movie. It's about a young girl who is being chased by two men, who is in question of whether she should pick between two guys, you know, in Lagos. They are playing games, money is involved, contract is involved, everything is involved. You know, she likes two guys. One of them is devious, the other one, she had a dream, you know, all sorts of mystical things, because obviously they have to add the spiritual element. She doesn't know whether she should like them. They are playing games with her. She doesn't know them. She doesn't know, you know, whether she should pick what she's gonna do. Just entanglement, love entanglement, conclusion in tears, the same typical thing. Everybody go to church, be in Christ, that kind of thing. Very funny. It's actually good. It's new. The message is more of like spiritual satisfaction, you know, not following friends, you know, typical modern young person problems of a young girl who's trying to find love. It has good characters, it's funny. Yeah, it's relaxing to watch. You can watch it has subtitles, and yeah, it's really funny. Like the star character is pretty. Oyindamola Sani is actually very fine. I think she's new. She's pretty, so it's like a pretty girl, you know, making money, you know, getting toasted, what do you do, that kind of thing. There's a lover who likes her, you know, all of this was in a dream, was all a dream. She has to define what she wants from the dream. It's actually, yeah, it's a good one. Like it's creative. Like if you watch it, you understand, you know, how maybe, you know, more times we need to, you know, how more times we need to feel, you know maybe how to play games, how to move, you know, to move with our feelings, to, do you know what I mean, to keep our feelings together, how to, do you know what I mean, not to play the game of love and everything. So it's actually really good. It's interesting. Another movie that is just came out, is very popular in 2023, is IDAN. That one is very interesting. The hashtag is very popular. It's everywhere. IDAN hashtag. It's very interesting. It's about a young girl who is trying to become, you know, a kingpin. She's trying to become great. She's going through every length. She has a desire. She wants to grow. She's from you know, the ghetto. You know, she wants to get out of her life. She wants to, you know, aspire, and just going through all sorts of things. Very popular. It's obviously been getting a lot of, has over 1 million views, I believe, on YouTube. The message IDAN, the name IDAN has been going around, so I decided to watch it. It's really good, about a young girl, you know, striving to come out, you know, aggressive, you know, willpower, her drive, do you know what I mean? Just love, just it shows a depiction of the chase thirst of life, you know, chase, the drive to succeed from a young, struggle and everything in Yoruba, Yoruba storyline, Yoruba characterization. So it's funny, it's suspense, it has a good director. The movie stars with Olayinka Solomon and others. It recently came out. I watched it. Damilola Bankole Media Abiodun is really interesting. It's suspenseful, plot twist, about challenges, making sacrifices, going through life. She does everything. She even has a mediation with a babalawo. She has the spiritual, trying to take out her enemies. She's even engaged in battle also, so it's very interesting and all that. So these are some Yoruba movies that are very good. Watching a lot. Some of them are old. This one is very new. I really enjoyed IDAN. I'll give it 5 out of 5 stars. I'll give Aditu 4 out of 5 stars. For the other movies from Wemimo Films, I'm giving it 10 out of 10 stars. All those are my favorite classics. If you understand your childhood, how you grew up, you want to know more about your life, your heritage, you can watch it. We know how they depict some things about Yoruba culture that are very ethnic, but we know that every day we're seeing a Lagos, we're seeing what's it called, we're seeing current, you're seeing a current Lagos, you're seeing the Lagos life, we're seeing, do you know what I mean, different depictions. We're seeing a new, do you know what I mean, we're seeing a character, a corporate Lagos person. So if you can relate, you can watch how a lot of actors were popular back in the day, growing up, coming up, getting a start, and just taking off. So these are very interesting movies. They're now available culturally. It's important for us to see things that were there in the past that are now available for us to watch as Nigerians, whether home or abroad. So me, I enjoy Nigerian Yoruba movies. I enjoy Yoruba content. I enjoy Yoruba culture. I enjoy Yoruba Nollywood, Yoruba movies, Yoruba classics. And if you like to watch watch different ethnic culture from Nigeria, watch Nigerian movies, watch different category of Nigerian movies, not just English speaking. You want to watch a language speaking one. Yoruba movies are funny, Yoruba movies are enjoyable, Yoruba movies are direct. And yeah, you can just watch them. Don't need to know too much. Most of us speak it already, so it's interesting. Me, I enjoy watching it, and you can just watch it. They're now available on all platforms. So I'm a Yoruba movie freak. I love the actresses, their lives, everything. It's glamorous. So yeah, these are some movies. You can start there. Those ones are very interesting, more interesting than even new ones, and you can enjoy those. They have a lot of information and they're really good. They remove stereotypes about Yoruba people, so I think that's really interesting too. So anyway, I'm just running down things I've been watching. These are movies I've been watching that have been making a lot of, they're making me giving my time and all that. So you can watch these. I'll write their names, give a list of them in description. You can check them out by yourself. Really interesting. And yeah, you can also be, catch up on other things that are coming out, new releases that are on Netflix and other platforms of, of movies and these cinematic, of movies, of content and other things that, catch up on them wherever you are on any platform. Since Housewives of Lagos is back and others are back, you can also get catching up on other Yoruba movies and other things that are interesting. So anyway, this is just me, my own related things that I enjoy, that are related to me, that are relatable. If you enjoyed this video, obviously I'm new to YouTube, so I'm just gaining a passion for it, but I think I'm doing very okay. I also have a content, I'm a content creator. I have Instagram, I have social links. I will link in the bio. Yeah, I'm very good at, I find, receiving, relating information. I'm very good at, maybe engaging, current affairs and all these things. So I'm just talking about my own point of view. Yeah, it was okay. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy other quality, if you enjoy other quality things, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also like, share, and comment if you enjoy it. And yeah, this is just things that I'm just enjoying going through, just to keep myself busy. And I feel like this is a very, very big and prosperous industry. I'm always a fan of Nollywood, of Yoruba movies, so if you enjoy that, you can also relate to me. So thank you for watching. This is just a short video, just a catch up video. It's not like a serious thing, but I just decided to take my shot at it, and I enjoyed giving information. I enjoyed talking about this. So if you enjoyed this video, if you did enjoy the topic, you can like, share, and subscribe. Other related things I will be discussing, whether they come up, I'm usually talking about fashion, but other things can come up that will be interesting, and you can give that also any interest or anything like that. Other interesting topics that I would like to share would also come up on this channel. So if you enjoyed this content, like, share, subscribe. I'm also going to maybe make more videos, but for now I'm just on my normal platforms. So anyway, yeah, I'm just talking about movies. These are entertainment. You can go and find out for yourself, watch it, see your own point of view, and enjoy what you find out, what you feel about the movie by yourself. Thank you for watching. This was the first time and hopefully not the last time. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for watching. Hopefully see you again, and I'll be sure to make more movies, content coming forward. Any other things that come up, I'll be sure to share coming forward and going forward. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.